Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for SUI, FET and render price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. We're gonna start with SUI here on the 2 hours chart where we see a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. An impulse toward the upside, wave A or a wave 1. We have of course an ABC for W and X, and of course a wave Y in a zigzag as well to finish wave 2 or a wave B, and then continuation toward the upside in double 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 for a wave 3, followed of course by 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then 5 waves down of course for an expanding flat wave 4 without invalidation, meaning right now you have a potential 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 still working for SUI there without invalidation of the wave 4, and we're looking of course continuation toward the upside. The next target might be the wave 5 around the 5.2 and the 4.77. Basically, if you are in an ABC as well here, of course, if you are looking for this wave C, might be as well, of course, around this area, which is also the 1-to-1 fib level, can be, of course, a little bit more or less, 5.94. And we might see, of course, a continuation again for higher prices from there in case we overshoot the 1-to-1. Meaning you might be in a wave 3 here for wave 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5 towards the upside. The wave 3 has to hit, of course, at the 1.618 around the $10. So basically, on this impulse, we are still looking for continuation for higher prices. I would like to see the wave 5 unfolding as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, we have several 1-2s on the lower time frame. Let's move inside it, where you have of course a wave 1, wave 2, and you have another wave 1 finished over there, where we can see of course a wave 1 extended 2, 3, 4 and a 5, finishing wave 1 ABC for a wave 2, and again 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, which is not finished yet. The wave 5 has to finish of course inside this blue box potentially, and we see of course here 3 waves. So I would say that this is not really yet an impulse. I think this is shifting to something like an ending diagonal, might be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, somehow like this. And of course we're looking here at this blue box for wave 5 in a wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, continuation for higher prices again. Yep, so we're gonna take it from there after hitting this blue box. I think even you have to keep in mind that if this turns into an expanding flat, which I doubt it, and that because of course we have overshooted the expanding flat wave B, 1.38 is a little bit high here for it, so I would say it is invalidated. I see continuation here despite the 3 waves toward the upside. It might be 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, guys, and we might hit this target, and by finishing this target we might transfer to the wave 4 here. Wave 4 might unfold something for higher. Wave 4 has to be kind of like here we see a zigzag, so I'm expecting maybe sideways or a flat for a wave 4. But of course, until we reach this zone, I'm gonna have the target for this wave 4. So this is regarding SUI. We're gonna see of course what's gonna happen. You have of course the micro target, and of course the bigger target, and of course the macro target is simply taking the high for SUI here, meaning of course you're looking for potential $6.8 or $7 at least by taking the high for SUI. If we take a look at a render also, for render, let's see also the daily, by the way, before we move a little bit inside. So we are very bullish. I'm not gonna repeat the daily. You can find it of course in the previous videos. But the main target for a daily is simply taking the high 1.618 in a wave 3, potentially here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $13 would be very, very likely for render. Let's move on the 2 hours chart here. For the 2 hours chart, we are looking at an impulse already finished for render 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Finishing wave 1 or wave A, and you are looking as well for a W, X, and a Y after it for a wave 2 here. And so the W, X, and a Y for a wave 2. Now another scenario can be of course a big A, B, and a C. We don't want to forget this, of course. Always keep it in mind, where you might hit of course the 1-to-1 fib level as an impulse as well for a wave C. And that means for this impulse, you might reach, of course, the target 1-to-1 taken from the A to the B here. And we are looking for a potential wave C that it might finish around the 5.77. In this case, of course, you are looking for an impulse that it might reach, of course, as this wave C here as a 1-2, 1-2, and then 3-4-5. Now, because we have double 1-2 and because of this alternative bullish scenario that it is unfolding right now, higher possibility is for the wave 3, which is $9.4. And that means 1-2, 1-2, and then you have right now 1-2, 3-4, and a 5 start to unfold, of course, fractally toward the upside. If we move inside it, of course, inside this micro level, we can see that several 1-2s here might be unfolding. We have the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a wave 1 in the orange, ABC for the wave 2, followed by several 1-2s here. So we see 1-2, 1-2, and another 1-2. Now, of course, in render, very special case here, that you might even consider this as an impulse. Why? Because, of course, no invalidation was a wave 4. What does it mean? It means that 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a major wave 1, 2, and you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to unfold fractally toward the upside, which is a very high possibility, guys. And that because, of course, this might be a wave 1 here, 2, and then continuation simply for higher. So I'm going to keep this as a potential scenario, and I'm going to keep it, of course, in a brackets, of course, for the white. Here we go. So possibility can be there. Yeah, a big wave 1, 2, and continuation as another 1, 2, and I would like to see, of course, wave 3. If we see a very high wave 3, this might be the case scenario. Okay, 4 and a 5 toward the upside. If we take the fib levels as well, you can see as well here for wave 3, if this unfolds, you want to see, of course, at least this target hit, okay, which is between 4.18 and the $4, I would say, for render. All right, so yes, those are the possibilities right now. Currently, if you are looking for a minor or micro level here, you are looking for a wave 5/1 over there. Since your wave 4 did not invalidate, of course, this impulse as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, possibly, of course, as well, that this target might be hit as this, before as a micro. So in both case scenario, we might be looking, of course, for this area, because once you finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you might finish, of course, 4 and a 5 for the next scenario. So these areas are very likely in double scenarios, whether 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you're looking for 3, 4, and a 5, then 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yep, so very interesting for render. We're gonna see, of course, which one is gonna retrace once we hit here. If we hit it here, okay, we consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and we have 4, 5, 4, 5. But basically, those are the target in any case scenario. Very nice for render. Let's move for the next one, which is, of course, FET. So for FET on the daily first, I would like to show as well the target. So basically, if we are in an ABC here, meaning this one, where you have an impulse ABC, you're looking at least for a 1-to-1 fib level, right? Now, there was a scenario here, a potential scenario that we might, of course, reach as this blue box as a bigger wave, corrective wave, and that due, of course, to the 3 waves there. However, we also can consider this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as diagonal, and this might be playing, of course, as a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. So the targets, macro targets for FET, of course, you can find as well the daily analysis on the previous videos. You have, of course, this blue box, okay, 5.7, 4.56, okay. This is the main target, taking the all-time high for the bull run, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, very simple like this. Of course, it's not gonna be tomorrow, it's gonna need time, guys, but yeah, cycle after the cycle. Let's move inside it on the 2 hours chart and to see what's going on. So basically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, or a wave A, right? So followed by a correction. So we don't want to, again, forget our wave C here. that it might be, of course, the one-to-one fib level taken from the A to the B here. And you would like to see a wave C, which is at least, of course, the one-to-one at 5.7. As mentioned before, it might be your wave 3 as well, a little bit higher, and then looking for higher even in 4 and a 5. Now, the diagonal that I was talking about, of course, on the macro here is in the micro level, where you can see, of course, a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is wave 4. And yeah, it can be, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finish diagonal, wave 4 interfering with zone 1, so it's fine. Followed by ABC, hitting perfectly the fib level for wave 2, and we start to move for higher. In the micro level here on the 1 hour chart, we can see as well, of course, a potential bullish scenario unfolding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1 and a wave A also, or a wave 2 given in a wave B as well, which it can be, of course, a continuation for higher prices here. Now, basically, this is not really nice to see as a diagonal. Wave 3 is very longer than the zone 1, and it starts to expand, which I don't like it. Basically, it can be, of course, several 1-2s here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4 and a 5. But I'm gonna stay right now with this scenario as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and of course, seeing what's gonna be the reaction as an ABC here, 1-to-1 fib level, taken from the A to the B to the C. So it is a testing level for FET. Of course, guys, the altcoins are very bullish right now, but FET and some other coins like Tau also still have some weaknesses. Okay, so we have to be careful. We saw the weakness on the macro level already, but yeah, we still have, of course, a potential of weaknesses. All right, so we have to test this, and we'll see the reaction. If we're broken and we reach, of course, the wave 3 here, as a 1, 2, 3, then okay, we start to be very bullish on FET again. All right, but currently it is neutral and it is in a testing area. All right, we need to break the 0.70 and see, of course, continuation toward the upside to confirm a bullish scenario. And that means, of course, it's not just until here. That means, of course, once we get here, that means it is unfolding something very big. Okay. So that is regarding FET. We have to keep it in mind. It's not showing yet strength, and preferably to still see the invalidation of bearish. Don't forget that you are still in a potential bearish scenario at 0.70, and that's why I would like to see the reaction exactly at the 1-to-1 fib level, which is exactly the invalidation of bearish. That was it for Render, Sui, and FET. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.